We will begin with the Volvo Cruise Control. When on the road, cruise control is a convenience to the driver and it improves fuel efficiency. It's easy to set the cruise control while driving. To engage and set desired speed, set the cruise control switch to on. When the desired vehicle speed has been reached, momentarily press in the Set Plus or Set Minus switch on the end of the lever. To increase speed, press the Set Plus switch. A momentary press of the switch, half second or less, will bump up vehicle speed in small increments. To decrease speed, press the Set Minus switch. A momentary press of the switch, half second or less, will bump down vehicle speed in small increments. Note, the cruise control can be engaged at speeds above approximately 18 miles per hour. The cruise control is disengaged if the clutch pedal is depressed for greater than 5 seconds, the brake pedal is depressed, or if the cruise control switch is set to off. When the cruise control switch is pushed to the resume position, the vehicle resumes the previously set speed. Momentary acceleration, such as for passing another vehicle, does not interrupt cruise control operation. After passing, release the throttle and the previously set speed will then be maintained without having to set the switch to resume. Volvo Enhanced Cruise, or VEC, works with the truck's cruise control to maintain a safe following distance between vehicles. VEC also has the capability to automatically slow the truck with the engine speed, engine brake, and service brakes to maintain a set following distance, while at the same time alerting you to potential danger. Using a radar sensor mounted in the front bumper, VEC monitors vehicles moving in the same direction as the truck. If the monitored vehicle slows to a stop, VEC will slow your truck to a stop as it maintains the time gap. Green, yellow, and red VEC alerts, along with distinct audible beeps, let you know how close you are to another vehicle. VEC provides warnings and will maintain the set distance whether or not cruise is engaged. VEC will reduce the engine speed, engage the engine brake, downshift automated transmissions, and apply up to 1/3 of the braking force to reduce the truck's speed. If cruise is on and VEC applies the brakes, it will disengage cruise, so you'll need to hit the resume switch to re-engage it. The brakes will be applied using a hard jab, so you'll know they were applied. VEC also includes active stationary object detection warning to let you know when a stopped object is in the road. It will only provide a warning, and it is up to the driver to determine what actions are needed to avoid the object. Volvo Active Brake Assist builds on the Volvo safety systems to reduce the potential of rear-end collisions. Volvo Active Brake Assist is always engaged above 20 miles per hour and takes a series of steps to avoid a collision. Like VEC, it will provide audible and visual warnings to the driver and slow the truck by reducing the engine speed, applying the engine brake, gear change, and applying up to 2/3 of the braking power. It is important to remember that these systems are designed to assist the driver with the safe operation of the truck. There is no substitute for a safe and aware driver. You are expected to maintain control of the vehicle even while these systems are assisting you with maintaining the distance or stopping the vehicle. Your brake pedal will respond the same, and you can apply more braking force than these systems if necessary. Volvo engineers have provided warnings, indicators, and icons that are in a logic to reduce driver confusion if more than one system is active at the same time. But understand that you are in control and are responsible for the safe operation of the vehicle. These systems are your assistants in a safe journey. As any driver knows, it is very important that the truck maintains the right speed when it is rolling downhill. The unique Intelligent Volvo Engine Brake, known as the IVEB, slows the vehicle and reduces wear and tear on the wheel brakes. With IVEB, you don't have to reach over to the dash to adjust the engine brake switch every time the slope of the downgrade changes. Move the stalk to the A position, and when the vehicle reaches the target downhill speed, engage cruise control. This will set the downhill cruise speed. The IVEB will engage with infinite control within the limits of the engine brake to maintain that speed. Here's how to go down a mountain with Volvo's IVEB engine brake. put the engine brake stock on the right-hand side of the steering column into the A position. Then accelerate until you reach your target descent speed, in this case 35 miles per hour. When you reach 35, press in the plus button on the end of the control stalk. Now you are in brake cruise. The IVEB engine brake will hold this speed within limits regardless of whether the grade gets steeper or shallower. If you need more retardation, you can pull it down to 3. Or if you need maximum retardation, pull the stock all the way down to the B position for maximum engine braking. This will tell I Shift to downshift to the maximum extent possible. This truck is also equipped with Volvo's I Shift transmission, and Volvo's enhanced engine brake is standard with I Shift transmissions. I Shift-equipped vehicles with this system operate with features that are available due to the integrated operation of the transmission control module and the engine control module. This sharing of information and integration allows for a more optimized engine brake performance. The transmission can now downshift to increase the engine braking effect. As the vehicle slows, the transmission may downshift to keep braking torque high. All I Shift-equipped vehicles will have a 6-position brake stock. Positions 0, A, 1, 2, and 3 are of a fixed or locking switch position, while the B position is a momentary type switch. While in position A, and when cruise control is enabled and vehicle speed exceeds the set cruise speed, the IVEB will engage and adjust the engine braking effort up to 100% in order to maintain the set cruise speed. The engine brake performance mode is activated by moving the 6-position engine brake stock switch to the B position, which is a momentary switch position. When activated, B is driving mode in the driver's display. When the extra engine brake performance mode is requested, the transmission monitors the RPMs and helps the engine provide maximum braking torque by automatically selecting a lower gear in order to keep the engine speed as high as possible. This function is only available in the high-range gears, 7 and above, and will automatically disable once a low-range gear is attained. Position B provides 100% braking plus downshifts if necessary. The Volvo I Shift is an automated manual transmission, or AMT, designed for a single purpose, to optimize the performance of a Volvo truck. The I Shift is a 12-speed AMT that is the only automated transmission exclusively designed to communicate with the Volvo engine platform, contributing to overall fuel efficiency. With I Shift, there is no clutch pedal. The gear selector is attached to the driver's seat. By pushing the top button of the shifter, it can be folded away to aid in entering the sleeper. The selector has gear positions of R for reverse, N for neutral, D for drive, and M for manual. The best way to drive a Volvo I Shift transmission is to place it in drive and drive. With the selector in the D position, the transmission will optimize the gear selections, including skip shifts, to achieve the best fuel economy, allowing the driver to focus on driving safely. When the selector is moved to the M position, the transmission will hold the current gear until the selector is moved back to the drive position. The premium selector, which has plus and minus buttons on the selector side, allows the driver to shift gears while in M or D. The DID indicates by arrows the number of gears that can be selected. The Volvo I Shift will automatically select the starting gear based on load and grade, but the driver may select another gear if the DID arrows indicate it is possible. A welcome feature of the I Shift is that it is forgiving if the driver forgets and shuts down the engine while in gear. The reason is we let the transmission control the engine. The driver is really shutting off the I Shift. If the I Shift sees the transmission is still in gear, it will first shift itself to neutral. Then, I Shift will shut down the engine. In this way, problems when restarting are avoided. You can see by the N in the gauge cluster that the transmission is in neutral, even with the gear lever in drive. In the very unlikely event that your I Shift should ever have a major sensor failure or internal transmission damage has occurred, Limp Mode can be activated. Press and hold the L button on the gear selector while moving the gear lever to the D position to activate Limp Mode. When activated, L is displayed as the driving mode in the DID. In Limp Mode, only forward gears 1, 3, and 5 are available for vehicles with the Premium Selector, and only first gear for vehicles with the Basic Selector. No matter which selector the vehicle has, reverse gear 1 is available also. The vehicle must be stationary to shift gears. The Limp Mode will be deactivated when the ignition key is turned to the off position. Note, Limp Mode should only be used to get a vehicle to a safe or secure location. It is not meant for driving any type of distance. If for any reason the truck needs to be towed, the axles or driveline must be removed or damage to the I Shift will result. With the Premium Shifter, the Shift Selector has a button so the driver can select between economy and performance operating modes. It is best to operate the I Shift transmission in economy mode when operating under normal conditions. In the economy mode, the transmission will select shift points that maximize fuel economy. When the ignition key switch is turned on, the transmission is in economy mode, and E is displayed as the driving mode in the DID. The transmission automatically selects shift points and engine parameters to optimize fuel economy. Economy mode should be used as the primary driving mode under normal driving conditions. The performance mode is designed to provide quicker acceleration when needed. In performance mode, a P is displayed as the driving mode in the DID. The transmission control module reverts back to economy mode when it determines that performance mode is no longer necessary. If you feel the need to operate the I Shift in a manual mode, select M. To upshift, press the plus button, and to downshift, press the minus button. You'll notice in the DID there are up and down arrows in the lower part of the display that indicate the number of gear ranges you can efficiently select. One of the basic features of I Shift is its shift strategies. The I Shift senses when the tractor has no trailer or is lightly loaded and adjusts the shift points to the optimum RPM. The I Shift also determines if you are ascending or descending a grade and can change the shift strategy to skip gears when upshifting or downshifting to always optimize fuel economy. To save fuel, the Eco Roll feature optimizes downgrades by allowing the engine to drop to idle when the power is not needed. It operates with the cruise control set and the brake stalk in the A position. When Eco Roll is active, an E+, along with the text Eco Roll, is displayed in the DID, as well as an N in the current gear window within the DID. The optional Volvo I Shift Hill Start Assist feature provides the operator with anti-rollback assistance during vehicle launch on a hill. Hill Start Assist works by applying the vehicle's brakes when in a forward gear and starting on an incline, or in a reverse gear when starting on a decline. Activation of the system is triggered by the release of the service brake pedal. Once activated, brake chamber pressure is maintained for up to 3 seconds, or until positive torque is identified in the driveline, whichever occurs first. When active, the DID will display Hill Start Assist active to alert the operator of the active function. Hill Start Assist always defaults to the on position upon vehicle startup. The optional kickdown switch is activated by pressing the throttle pedal all the way to the floor, thus depressing the kickdown switch located on the throttle pedal assembly. The system changes the gear selection strategy to maximize vehicle acceleration. Typically, this results in an immediate gear downshift. The kickdown is deactivated once the throttle pedal is lifted, thus releasing the kickdown switch. Idle governor driving mode assists when driving in congested traffic without the need to constantly depress or release the throttle pedal. The transmission control module fully engages the clutch and utilizes the engine control module to control engine speed by means of the engine idle governor. Although the engine load may vary, the idle governor will adjust the torque to maintain idle speed and constant vehicle speed. Since the clutch remains fully engaged, it eliminates wear and overheating of the clutch. In order to enable the idle drive mode, the vehicle's speed is increased to a desired gear, and then the pedal is fully released. Typically, there are two methods of selecting a lower idle driver speed. This can be accomplished by depressing the down arrow on the gear lever or by slightly applying the service brake. Either method will cause the transmission to downshift to a lower gear. I Shift is ideal for applications such as line haul, heavy haul, construction, distribution, pickup, and delivery. With automated shifting, drivers can keep their eyes on the road and both hands on the steering wheel. This completes the overview of the basics of operating your Volvo vehicle. This is really only the first step in safely and efficiently operating your Volvo truck. If you have any questions about the operation of your Volvo truck, consult the operator's manual. Thanks for watching, and please drive safely.